Wait, 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 wait.
What the hell?
This is the unknown. Unknown? Viewer. Viewer? Unknown. Okay. Now you're properly acquainted. Let's do this. The Unknown is Dead by Daylight's most recent killer, although I'm a little late to the party because I've just seen Vecna and I just played as Vecna, I just played against Vecna. I get it, okay? I get it. I know he's in the game, okay? The Unknown is still the most recent one as of this video, okay? The Unknown was released with the All Things Wicked chapter. Guys, I'll come right out and say it. I love this guy. I mean, like, how could you not? He's always smiling. He's a happy little fella. This is probably my favorite killer that they've ever added into this game. I mean, like, he's so pleasing. Whoa, hold on a sec. I swear to God, it's not freaky like that. What I meant by that was, you could hit some crazy fucking shots with this guy. From downtown. What? The first part to your power is your UVX, otherwise known as the Shlonk device. I call it this because it shlonks people. It's as simple as that. Get fucking shlonked, idiot. In more technical speak, holding your power button extends this little appendage out of your neck, which I have heard some people refer to as suggestive. If you think this is suggestive, there are certain sites you should lay off of. Freakiness aside, holding out this appendage and hitting the attack button will fire what I'm calling a Shlonk ball. You guys trust me on this one, using these names is a lot simpler and it's better and it's awesomer and it's cooler and it's smarter and it's funner and it's... A survivor that gets hit directly by your Shlonk ball will actually become hindered for a very short amount of time. And not by that much. If you're thinking to yourself, wow, that's kinda useless, you'd be right. It is. Why the fuck is this a thing? The real juicy bits come from the Shlonk ball exploding after in a small radius. Any survivors caught in this radius will become weakened. Weakened survivors are indicated by having a purplish green glow around them, and also by having this weird purplish green overlay on their portraits on the left. Weakened survivors can now be injured by your next shot of Shlonk. Survivors can actually remove the weakened status effect by successfully staring down the unknown for a certain amount of time, meaning you have to make like an introvert and try your damnedest to remain unseen. While you play as the unknown, you might also notice this purpley yellow trickle up the side of your screen, which looks like an effect I'd imagine you'd see if you were on LSD. This is actually the second part to your power, your hallucinations. Performing certain actions as this killer grants you more and more progress to this trickle up your screen, which will eventually drop a little hallucination of you left behind, kinda like what you would see if you had too many Benadryls. These Shlonk clones basically just sit around and look like you and kind of spout speech at people who walk by. They can be dispelled by survivors, which locks their camera in a certain spot while they kind of hold their hand up and, get them to sniff your finger. However, the Shlonknown can actually teleport to these clones. Shlonk husks. The teleport has a fairly decent cooldown and is actually really, really rewarding because of how fast and instantly you're able to act after you get there. On top of this, teleporting to an unknown clone, teleporting to a Shlonk husk can actually interrupt survivors who are dispelling them, immediately weakening them and catching them off guard and probably making them poop their pants. These clones are placed automatically when you see the purple turn into yellow start filling up on the side of your screen. When it reaches the top, you spawn a clone. Simple as that. There is actually a trick that you can do if you want to place these clones a little more accurately and somewhere where you actually can benefit from them, which is by tapping your power button as you're walking. Doing this resets the hallucination spawn thing, so basically, you just keep on spamming it until you get to wherever you want to drop it, then let it go. The Shlonknown is actually only able to have a few of these Shlonk husks on the Shlonk field. Now, there are a few notes and tricks that I do want to lay out for the unknown, because I have been playing him for quite a while, and I'm probably the best unknown out there, actually, the Shlonknown. Essentially, your UVX can bounce off of things. It only bounces once and then it explodes, so you can use this to bank shots around loops and pallets and tiles and windows and whatever the fuck you want to do. Since survivors can hear you prying your Shlonk device, they will often try to run back and forth in order to try and dodge it. Kind of like a hunter's hatchet. That's why you might want to give it a second or two, depending on the situation, of course, because they will usually run back and forth and kind of mind game themselves. This leaves them open for an easier hit, and hopefully one that you can follow up on. As another little trick, your Shlonk ball can actually explode and damage survivors through walls or infect them through walls. So, if you feel like a survivor is hugging a wall on the opposite side of you, you can try and shoot it where you think they will be and infect them or injure them. This is incredibly useful on certain tiles and loops, and gives you that same high as when you hit that trick shot in Call of Duty all those years ago and you've just been trying to chase that same high, and it just hasn't been the same. Seriously though, hitting trick shots as this guy? Orgasmic. I can't count how many clips I've saved where I've just like screamed after hitting like an amazing shot. Look at this clips folder. Wait, no, not that folder, not that folder, not that folder! The Unknown comes with his 3 personal perks: Unbound, Unforeseen, and Undone. For me, at least, I think you're only going to care about one of them. Unbound makes it so that the next 30 seconds after you injure a survivor, you'll gain a 5% haste bonus after vaulting a window for 10 seconds. This, I don't really see as useful. I can only really see it being useful if you're running a full vault build. You know, like Superior Anatomy, Bamboozle, that kind of stuff. Undone is a perk that stinks butt. Please, don't fucking use this thing. Unforeseen is probably the perk that you're going to care about because it's fun! Yippee! This perk activates when you kick a generator. For the next 30 seconds, your tear radius gets transferred to the generator. This renders you undetectable and able to run around and scare the living shit out of everybody. This perk only has a cooldown of 30 seconds as well, meaning that you can use it pretty much a lot. Oh? You hear that? I think you know what that means. It's lore time, baby! Lore fact number 1. Did you know that the Unknown is actually a tentacled beast that hides in the skin of the things that it kills, and it mimics people to try and get them to come closer to kill them so that it can be their next prey, huh? Pretty interesting. Lore fact number 2, you dickhead. Did you know that the Unknown is called so because no one knows what the hell it is? I mean, people have speculated that it was a slasher, an alien, a government experiment, a folklore monster, but nothing has really ever been proven. In fact, all those examples have been implemented in its visual design, which makes it such a cool killer. Lore fact number 3. This killer is actually based off analog horror, which is pretty cool. And a little bit of hints of creepypasta, which is also really cool. Thank you, Dead by Daylight. It's actually really cool that they did this, and that they delved deeper into this genre. I think it's really cool, and I hope that they continue to expand on it in the future, maybe. Because it's a really interesting one. Anyways, lore fact number 4, you piece of shit. Always pestering me for these lore facts. Did you know that the only reason the Unknown is in the entity's realm is because the entity got jealous? Yeah. That's pretty scary, man. Lore fact number 5. They actually consulted me for the name of this killer. They called me up on the phone. They said, "Hey, Mr. Bippin, we need a name for this killer. You know, we have the visual design down. We have the power. We have the perks. I think what we really need here is a scary name." And so, of course, I gave them the scariest thing I could think of. I said the Shlonknown. Because I think that, honestly, the word Shlonk is pretty terrifying, and it has some pretty cruel implications, you know? Like, oh no, don't go in that closet. You'll get schlonked. Oh no, don't. Actually, this isn't sounding how I wanted to. Now, I know you're all itching to hear what I have to say about this chapter, like an overall rating of it. I know that because I actually have brain powers. I can get into your mind. I can see what you're thinking. You're thinking about it right now. You say, I want to hear this. I want to hear this right now. Overall, this chapter's been a 9 out of 10 for me. I honestly think that it nails the visual design. I love the chase theme. I love the look of the killer and the survivor. I love everything. The map. It's all really cool. I only have one tiny, teensy little bit of a gripe with this chapter. Call me unappreciative all you want, but why the fuck is Chucky on the screen? Call me unappreciative all you want, but I really wanted there to be more crawling integrated into this power. Even if it was just the walking animation of this killer, I think it would have been awesome and cool and terrifying. The way this killer moves is always freakish and disgusting, and it freaks people out. So imagine this guy crawling around at you. I mean, you wouldn't be able to play this game, it would be too scary. All in all, I think the power was a little bit underwhelming, but I'm happy about it actually, because it opens the door for a lot of skilled shots and really satisfying gameplay. All with this strange, creepy looking killer, which I really do love. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a schlonk-filled day, everybody, and happy schlonking all those survivors out there.